Hello guys. Welcome to episode 2 of my rant series. Today, I am going to be discussing a popular Nick Jr. show that goes by the name of Peppa Pig. Peppa Pig is a British preschool show made by Entertainment One, a company known for making shows like the PJ Masks and Ben and Holly's Little Kingdom. It began on 2004 and was airing on Nick Jr. since 2011, and it is still going on to this day. It is about this anthropomorphic 4-year-old pig named Peppa who in each episode goes on different adventures and situations with her friends and family. She also has started to have a lot of friends throughout the series, such as Molly Mole and Peggy and Pandora Panda. Now there are some people who may like this show, and I can understand that, especially considering that this show can have some pros. While the show isn't my favorite, that doesn't mean I hate it entirely. There can be good morals taught, such as teaching kids about thunderstorms or Halloween, and the voice acting is pretty good, especially Brian Blessed's performance as Grandpa Rabbit, and the animation, while easy, can be cute and creative depending on your point of view. Anyway, let's get on to why it is bad. Peppa Pig is one of the most manipulative preschool shows I have ever seen. Let's start off with the characters. First, the main character Peppa is a terrible role model on preschoolers, as she, just like Caillou, can teach bad morals to children. For one, she never stops fat-shaming her dad. In fact, in one episode called The Treehouse, she made the password for her treehouse Daddy's Big Tummy. He's even forced to say it in order to get in, after Peppa denying his request of having a different password. She can also be mean to George at times, as she can be very bossy, excluding him from games whenever she plays with Susie just because of him being younger than her. Speaking of George, like Peppa, he is also unlikable, mostly due to the fact that every time that he is on screen, he always either says dinosaur, or just cries when things don't go his way. Though it is normal for him to cry since he is only 2, it can still get really annoying when overused. Now let's talk about Daddy Pig, who is the butt monkey / punching bag of the show, as he always gets fat-shamed by everyone including Peppa, despite the fact that they all have the same bodies. As for Mummy Pig, she as well does a bad job at controlling Peppa's bad behavior, as she never punishes her for her bad actions. Edmund Elephant is basically a one-dimensional smart kid. And as for Dr. Brown Bear, while he does most of the time do his job right and take care of the kids, there is one episode called Pedro's Cough where he doesn't stop the kids from not covering their mouth while coughing, therefore spreading the disease to the others and adults. Speaking of bad morals, it can give very bad morals to kids. For a show that is supposed to be providing education to children, it can have some bad lessons in some episodes, with rock pools teaching kids to stick their hands into rock pools despite the fact that they can contain dangerous sea creatures. Sensi and Snow teaching kids that it is okay to swim in the cold weather just because of the water not being frozen over, in addition to teaching kids to go outside in the winter without wearing warm clothes. Wow. Just wow. This type of message you are giving can cause serious damage such as sickness and getting cold. What a dangerous message to give to kids. Speaking of that, let's get on to the most infamous episode of the show, Mr. Skinny Legs, an episode known infamously for teaching kids to be playing with spiders. It starts off with Peppa and George playing on a dollhouse.
I'm the mummy, and daddy, you can be the children.
The dolls that they are playing with are going to be having a tea party. However, George rather wants to put the dolls to bed. Peppa decides to send George out to fill the teapot for the tea party. So George goes into the bathroom to fill up the teapot. Suddenly he sees a spider in the sink.
Oh.
So George tries being friends with it. Now a normal reaction to experiencing something like this would be to run and tell your parents, which Peppa actually does in the episode when she sees it in the dollhouse.
There's a spider in my bedroom.
Now you think that he would be taking action to this conflict by killing the spider, but no, rather than being scared, he just tells her this.
There's no need to be afraid, Peppa. Spiders are very, very small, and they can't hurt you.
He says that, despite the fact that there are some spiders in the world, such as wolf, hobo, and black widow spiders that can bite, he's about to take this spider away until he sees how big the spider really is. So he goes downstairs to get Mummy Pig. Meanwhile, Peppa seems to be getting along with the spider and not being scared of it anymore.
He likes being in my doll's house.
The fact that they are actually encouraging children to play with spiders caused this episode to be banned from Australia. This is due to the fact that Australia is the home to dangerous spiders. The rest of the episode has Peppa and her family having a tea party with the spider and the dolls, and it just gives out a terrible lesson to the kids. And its sequel Spiderweb is even worse as it teaches kids to leave spiderwebs alone even when they get on your things, which just like Mr. Skinny Legs, got banned from Australia. Now let's get to why the animation is bad. While it does look pretty cute and creative, as I said before, it consists of lazy MS Paint animation that have animals that are for some reason all the same size, despite the fact that in real life, animals are different sizes. This may be kind of a nitpick that I have with this show, but here are some other cons with the animation. The character emotions are also lazy, as the crying animation looks like a sprinkler, and whenever the characters are mad, they squint their eyes. In my opinion, the animation isn't bad, but it could use a bit more effort. In conclusion, Peppa Pig is a type of show to give out the wrong lessons to kids, to act up, cry when things don't go their way, and fat shame. I know this show is loved by some people, mainly for its good voice acting and good morals at times, but I wouldn't say it's the best show for children, especially considering the negative reviews it can get from parents. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video.